When you're shooting any firearm, it's important that the gun fits you well, feels good, but when it comes to shooting a shotgun, it is super important, not only just to your comfort, but to how well you perform with that shotgun. You see, because when you shoot a shotgun, your eye is like the rear sight. And if the gun doesn't fit you well, your rear sight is not going to be in the right spot, or it's going to be inconsistent when you mount. So in this video, we're going to be talking about proper shotgun fit. So simply put, when you mount a shotgun, you want your eye directly looking down the rib of the shotgun. You want to be able to move the gun exactly where your eye is looking. Shotgun shooting is so much about hand-eye coordination. And if your eye is not in the same spot every time, you're going to be sighting the gun differently. You're going to get different results, inconsistency, and that's not good when it comes to shooting. So just at the very most basic level, if you're out looking for a shotgun, just to see how well it fits you, one thing you maybe want to do is just mount it with your eyes closed. Pick something in the distance you want to point at, close your eyes, and then just mount. Open your eyes and see how close you were. Do that again. Pick your spot, close your eyes, mount. Now look where your eye is lined up. Both up and down. Is that rib a flat plane, or are you looking down on the rib? Or is that bead buried? Maybe your head's too low. Also look left and right. Is your eye too far to the right or too far to the left? That could be due to an improper mount, right? If you mount the gun and your head's way over, your eye's going to be off. But you want to be able to mount that gun and have that eye directly down the rib and be able to do that consistently. Now that's a good place to start to see how close you are to a proper gun fit. Now we can start getting into how to tweak that. What we can look at to make it a great gun fit. Length of pull is one of the first ones we're going to look at. Length of pull is the distance from the trigger to the buttstock right here. Now when you mount up the gun, there should be a gap right here, if you can see. I have about 2 finger widths between my thumb and my nose. Now that's going to be a little bit different for everyone, but it's ideal to have at least 1.5 to 2.5 finger widths between your thumb and your nose when you mount the gun. Otherwise, what's going to happen if the gun's too short and you're way up like this against your thumb, the gun shoots, thumb hits your nose, doesn't feel good. I've done it a lot, trust me. Doesn't feel good. And then create all sorts of other issues as well. The other thing we're going to look at is drop, right? If you come off the barrel and you were to draw a straight line, you would see that there's drop between this imaginary line and what is called the comb. So this is drop at comb. And we also have drop at heel. Now this trap gun is fairly flat. If your field guns are going to have a little bit more drop. And some of the guns, like this Browning here, has an adjustable comb that allows you to raise that up and down to get your head in the exact perfect position. One other thing to look at is the cast of the gun. The cast is which way the stock is bent relative to the receiver and the barrel of the gun. Now it's going to be hard to see on video, but typically for right-handed shooters, the gun is cast off, away from the cheek of the shooter. That allows you to mount up and get right over the gun. Now, here's a couple things you can test out in the field. It may seem like your eye is perfectly lined up, but if you're consistently shooting high, there's a good chance that your eye is high. And if you're consistently shooting low, there's a good chance that your eye is low on the stock of the gun. Now, it definitely helps to have a buddy to help you out with that. And I can tell you if you're shooting high or shooting low. That's typically due to gun fit. If you're consistently shooting high or low, you might want to look at gun fit. Could be due to an improper mount as well, but that's something that a coach or a buddy can help you out with. So what's cool about the Brownings is they have a pretty neutral cast. And that means that the stock isn't bent left or right very sharply. That allows a left-handed shooter to more easily adapt to these guns, where some of the other manufacturers you'll find have harder cast. And it can be, if the gun's built for a right-handed shooter and you're left-handed, it's going to be pretty tough to get used to shooting that gun. Not ideal at all. The other thing is when it comes to gun fit, on a gun like this, if you really want a detailed and awesome job done, it's great to bring it in to have it professionally gun fit. Some of the other like synthetic models you're going to find for waterfall and different stuff will have some spacers and shims that allows you to do it at home. But on a gun like this, if you really want to get dialed in, I highly recommend bringing it into a professional gun fitter. When you get a gun that fits you just right, all of a sudden you're going to start crushing clays, get way more consistent. I tell you what, I've been mounting up this 725 Sporting. I like it a lot. Right out of the box, I mount this thing up. It is dead on. I think I might just take this one with me.
To celebrate Reed's 50th anniversary in the Arnold family, we partnered with top brands that have helped us create strong family traditions and make outdoor memories over the years. We know it's all because of you, our customers, right? You've helped us be in business for so long. So to say thank you, we're having a 50th anniversary calendar giveaway. Every week we're gonna have factory deals. Every month we're gonna be giving away great prizes. And in May of 2022, we're gonna give away a Polaris Ranger with tracks and a trailer for the grand prize. How awesome is that, right? So check the link in the description to get signed up, share with your friends to get even more entries, and be sure to like this video and subscribe.